Everybody, hospitality friend Glenn here. Listen, we already know Actabl gives you the power to profit, but now they're giving you more actionable insights to drive that profitability. Do me a favor, take a moment and check out hoteldata.com. You're getting set for budget season, right? And this new benchmarking data is going to help compare your hotel's performance for the rest of 2025 and into 2026. Please check out hoteldata.com or the classic actable.com. Have a great day and enjoy the show. Hey, everybody, it's your hospitality friend Glenn here. Thanks for tuning in today. So, listen, if you're anything like me, you're a little bit confused about what's going on with the hospitality construction pipeline. A lot of mixed information going on out there. There's a lot of this, there's a lot of that, and we got a lot to sort through. So, said to myself, who's the best person to talk to help figure this out? So, I called. Then I called again and called again. Finally responded to my calls. Only didn't respond because he knew it was me. If you called, you'd respond. Bruce Ford, launching Econometrics. Bruce, great to see you today. Before we started recording, you said a great phrase to me about these many intersecting trends that right now we've hit the plateau of uncertainty. Welcome.
Kurt Cobain had a great song about that, Nirvana,
Yeah.
On the Plateau.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the plateau. Okay. We've been here many times, ladies and gentlemen, in the hospitality industry. We
Good.
have been on this plateau before. We've bounced off the bottom, but what is the real overserping trend, if you will?
Mm.
Okay. Because there's lots of trends. Okay. And we've been on the road now, Glenn, for a while, and we've heard
Yep.
from our constituency, and we're here to give it to everybody.
Yeah. So really complicated what's going on out there. So sometimes what you think it is, and what isn't sometimes is. So let's talk a little bit about where we are. Typically, the hospitality industry has that cyclical kind of world, and you say we're still in it, but we're going to focus specifically about the construction pipeline. So how are you seeing where we are in the cycle as a starting point for this conversation?
Glenn, we had 3 new brands this month.
Yeah.
Okay. We keep having new brands.
All right, but does the announcement of new brands actually have anything to do with the size of the pipeline? Because I could announce a new brand right now. It doesn't mean I'm selling any of it.
Well, typically, it creates the excitement,
Yeah.
okay? So if you're talking to suppliers or service providers, it creates the excitement because there's new investment, there is new interest, there is looking to drive business to the next generation of travelers.
Mhm.
Because any new brand that comes out now, Glenn, we're old enough and long enough in the industry now where we're supposed to hate it. Okay. I mean,
That's a
it's
great
not for us.
right. That's a great point. But I seem to like a lot of these new ones that are coming out. They do seem to go into my lifestyle kind of.
Well, you do trend under the quotes outdoorsy.
That's true.
It's like I don't really want to go hiking, but
Right, mostly because I can't afford to stay indoors. But hey, it's great.
so, a lot of new brands are really about expanding the different types of offerings
Yeah.
the big franchise companies have,
Mhm.
okay? And what they have learned as they have grown their, uh, affiliations is that people are looking for different stuff,
Yep.
and they're happy to come to Hilton.com or Marriott.com or IHG.com to find that different stuff,
Yeah.
okay? Um, whether it's, a boutique style, a lifestyle, a wellness style, an extended stay style, a mid-scale style, a luxury style, an outdoor style, building a campfire style, whatever it is that you want.
Harry Styles. Yeah.
I mean, you can get it now from many of the brand.com sites, okay? And that's really what they have. They have a captive audience of hundreds of millions of travelers
Yeah.
across the world that are looking for experiential travel that they can deliver at the hotel space. And they continue to refine that. Okay. And when we sit in the plateau right now, we have so many new brands. which are building the pipeline. A lot of those brands are conversion brands, but
Yeah.
some of them are new construction brands.
Right. But it makes sense right now that there's more conversion brands because the general opportunity for development is within the conversion space.
Correct. And largely because investing in hotels that have cash flow
Mhm.
is doable. Okay. And investing in hotels that have refinancing capabilities is also doable. So we have a growing new construction pipeline, Glenn, which we can share with the team now
We can? Well,
because we have recently released, okay, the latest new construction pipeline.
and I should
Uh,
say for those who are on the audio feed, check the show notes and there'll be a link to this chart. Go for it, Bruce.
but we're talking about, quote, by chain scale, industry recognized chain scales, which puts together information for each one of the brands and adds it up. Okay. And it's like type services and like type rates. And then we have that unbranded column down on the bottom.
Mhm.
And we also have casino listed on the bottom. And casino will include Las Vegas style casinos as well as tribal casinos.
Right, and people should know that, tribal casinos and gaming jurisdictions are building a lot of hotels that are part of established resorts already.
Definitely, and in some cases, even expanding
Mhm.
existing properties,
Yeah,
okay?
we see what you're doing out there, Durango.
Yeah, we see what you're doing out there, Mirage.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
do
the
you
hard
see
rock.
the new guitar, Glenn?
Oh, yeah. Anyway, back to the program.
So, again, dominated by upscale and upper mid-scale for a
Right.
number of projects simply because those hotels are typically smaller,
Mhm.
typically because also they have both the select service offering of a Hampton Inn or a Holiday Inn Express, but also extended stay offerings of, say, a Homewood Suites or a Candlewood or a, Residence Inn. Uh, these types of offerings, extended stay really does have a very big foothold in the hospitality construction business today. They still occupy 38% of the rooms in the new construction pipeline in the chain scales of upscale to economy. But the forecast has dipped a little.
Yeah.
Okay. In 27, our forecast is down a little. In 26, it's down minor. But the point is that as a result of slowing construction starts,
Mhm.
okay, we have uh, more mild forecasts for the next couple of years. But Glenn,
Yes.
it is fair to say that we're really converting on the plateau to market changes and market dynamics because the dynamics are very different. When you start talking about the franchise companies as building out their brand offerings and building out their um, chain scales and continuing to build more rate tiers is another word that they use.
Right.
You will constantly continue to see, okay, uh, both conversion brands and new construction brands. But we have reached the point where investing in my existing portfolio is a big part of what I'm doing. Okay.
Right.
So on the next slide,
Also,
Glenn.
part of the reason is my understanding is from being on the road, the brands are clamping down right now on pips big time. So you've got to spend money or you've got to sell and still spend money.
Right, because the franchise companies are not going to provide any more extensions for renovations that haven't been completed.
Right. Cause this has been going on now since COVID relief. Right. So you've basically gone through an entire cycle. So there could be some,
5 full years, Glenn,
and if you were up for a pip 5 years ago,
and you
you're
haven't done it yet?
in 10 years.
Answer is you're out.
And that's not looking good for the brand's image. They
No.
gotta get that fixed.
No, and we built a lot of hotels between 2005 and 2010,
Mhm.
okay? And those hotels are now 15 to 20 years old, and many of those hotels are, in fact, select service seeking that extension, okay?
Yep.
So, really, the business is when we're on the plateau, we want to talk about new construction because it is a formation of the opportunity. But there is also a lot of projects happening in existing hotels, which will be driven by the conversion or change in brands,
Mhm,
the reinvestment in the property as an owner management company through renovation.
mhm.
And then also, there will be a number of hotels that will sell. And as a result of that transaction, you have a completely recapitalized hotel that can now afford to do that renovation that is needed. So
Right.
even if it's not going to continue as the brand that it was, there's going to be a renovation to reshape, replatform, and restart with that
Right.
hotel.
Because typically, anytime a property changes hands, money is invested on that property to make it better. So we got another slide, right, Bruce Ford?
Yes. So we're seeing these markets, okay? And if I'm looking here closely,
Mhm. Yep.
okay, and you see Dallas, okay, that doesn't include Fort Worth. If I was to add Fort Worth,
Oh my goodness.
okay, we'd have over 400 active projects.
Woo. And we talked about how that corridor is the hottest in the country.
It truly is. And much of why it's happening there is the business growth and the
Right.
population growth and the
Yep.
people moving to Texas.
Mhm.
Um,
Same thing with Nashville that we've talked about in the past. There's been a huge population surge over the last 10 years, continuing to drive the development.
100%. And when you have interest in leisure and entertainment destinations, which has really had a big resurgence since the pandemic, you can even see the population growing in Palm Springs and the Inland Empire and Phoenix and places that have the outdoor space that allows you to be able to get a little bit more uh, space and air and not be in a major urban center because more people are working remotely than ever before, Glenn.
Yeah.
So the pandemic, albeit wasn't pleasant, okay, did create some new trends in the United States. And I can tell you for sure the hospitality industry is chasing after them. And I can tell you for sure that many of the brands that the hospitality companies are, in fact, launching have nothing to do with me and you.
Yep.
Glenn, we're too old now.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm still going to be in my early to mid 50s for another couple of weeks.
All
So
right.
I got.
Well, I'll come down and celebrate, okay, my friend?
Yeah, it's really not a pretty sight, but you're absolutely right. A lot of brands are now focusing on younger people as they should, because those are the populations where you could really capture that lifelong loyalty and create a base that's going to be spending money with you for a long, long time.
Well, that's what I would be doing. I mean, I wouldn't worry about me for 5 seconds. I mean, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
okay? But these markets are some of the markets that are really attracting attention right now,
Mhm.
okay? I could put 5 more up here easily. I could put 10 more up here. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for any information on any of these markets in terms of how the hospitality pipeline, how the market dynamics, how the changes may be occurring, we would be happy to hear from you and happy to work you into the plan because at the end of the day, we all got to have a strategic plan and we all have to work on what to do. Okay. And sales have to continue. So if you're in the business of making money in the hotel business and you're in the business of identifying opportunities and places you can be of impact, we're here to help anywhere.
Yeah, man. I love it. It's really good talking to you. Before we wrap up today, are markets like Phoenix and Dallas have enough hotel projects, or is there still a lot more room to grow?
They're gonna be, both of those markets are gonna be on the top 5 list for any new brand that gets announced. So as we continue
Yep.
to see more new brands, Glenn, we'll continue to see those pipelines be bigger
Right.
on average than most.
So then the
And
question of whether or not those properties are needed in the market is an entirely different
Correct. I mean, you could say that the amount of exposure that these franchise companies are gonna seek in these markets is gonna be pretty unprecedented, and we're gonna figure out a way to talk about that in the next 30 days, Glenn.
Yep, and we'll be back with another one. So, hey, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I want to thank Bruce. I want to thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you back here another time right here on No Vacancy Live.